Hey, stop scrolling for just a second. Seriously, we're about to talk about the one thing, the only thing that separates who you are right now from the person you're supposed to be.
We all do it, right? We have this cozy little lie we tell ourselves every single day. It's that trap that says, don't worry, the real work, that can always start tomorrow. So let me ask you, and I want you to be really honest with yourself here. How many times has this exact thought popped into your head? Yeah, that one. That promise you keep making. Tomorrow, I'm going to be a machine. Tomorrow, I'll finally be motivated. Tomorrow is when everything changes. Sound familiar? Well, here's the scary part. All of those tomorrows start to stack up, one on top of the other, until they stop being a promise of a bright future and turn into this heavy weight of a past you wasted. See, it really just boils down to a simple trade-off. You either deal with the discomfort of getting your stuff together right now, or you get ready to face the much, much bigger pain of what could have been. Okay, so let's get real for a minute. This is a hard truth we've got to face. A lot of us are just waiting for a sign, for a push, for something outside of us to finally get us going. But guess what? That's just another trap. Think about it. Your friends, they're busy living their own lives. Your teachers, they can show you the door, but they absolutely cannot walk through it for you. And all those motivational videos, look, they're great for a little boost, but they can't do the push-ups for you. Now listen, that's not supposed to sound depressing. It's supposed to be the most empowering thing you hear all day. Why? Because it means the person with all the power, all the control to change everything is you. It's all in your hands. I mean, let's be logical. The goals you've set for yourself, they're totally impartial. Your textbook doesn't care if you're feeling down. The exam date isn't going to move just because you're not in the mood. They only respond to one thing and one thing only: you doing the work. So, if motivation isn't the magic bullet, then what is? It's a word that's not as flashy, not as exciting, but it's 1,000 times more powerful. It's discipline. You know, it's funny. We look at people we admire and think they've got some secret sauce, some endless supply of motivation. But the truth? They have the exact same days we do. The tired days, the confused days, the days where they just plain don't feel like it. And here's the key difference. Motivation is just a feeling. It's a visitor that shows up unannounced and leaves whenever it wants. It's completely unreliable. But discipline? Oh, discipline is a system. It's a commitment. It's what you do when the feeling has long since faded. And that right there is the whole secret. Motivation is the spark that might get you to lace up your running shoes. But discipline is what gets you out the door, day after day, rain or shine. It's the engine, not the fireworks. When you get right down to it, you're faced with a choice every single day. But it's not a choice between pain and no pain. It's a choice between two very, very different kinds of pain. On one hand, you've got the pain of discipline. It's that immediate sting of doing something hard. It's like a workout. It burns. But it's temporary and it's building something. On the other hand, you have the pain of regret. And that's a slow, heavy ache that sticks around for years. It doesn't build anything. It just reminds you of what you didn't do. So I'll just ask you straight up, which one are you going to choose? A little bit of discomfort today or a future filled with the ghost of your own dreams? All right, so you're probably thinking, how do I even start? Well, the good news is you don't need to suddenly become a perfect superhuman robot. The real path is actually way, way simpler. It all comes down to making these 3 simple choices. You choose to just focus instead of listing all the reasons you can't. You choose to be consistent, even if it's messy, instead of waiting for that perfect day that never comes. And you just choose to act instead of getting paralyzed by planning every little detail. And here's how small you can start. I mean, forget about studying for 8 hours straight. Can you do one? Just one single focused hour. No phone, no distractions, just you and the work. That's it. That's the small hinge that swings a massive door open to your future. Okay, we've talked about the trap, we've talked about the hard truth, and we've talked about the real solution. There's really only one thing left to cover. When? The answer isn't some date on the calendar. It's not next Monday. It's not even tomorrow morning. The only time you actually have, the only moment you can control is right now. This one. So the next step isn't to go find another inspirational quote or watch another video. Nope. The real next step is a simple physical action.
You have to understand, everything you want, that grade, that skill, that future you picture in your head, it's all there. It's real. And it's not locked behind some impossible wall. It's just waiting for you on the other side of doing the work.
The choice is yours. The moment is